share this with peoples. Let me go over here once. Happy Monday to one and all. Welcome to Orange Room on a Monday. On a Monday. It's going to be a fuzzy Monday. I got my old Fuzz out here that I got years ago, and I've got a bunch of great fuzzes that I like to use, but the one I grabbed today is particularly fuzzylicious. That sounds a little, I don't know, dirty. But I don't mean it. I don't mean it to be dirty. I'm going to share this over here. A magical place we like to call the Gristle Kingdom. Coming to the Gristle Kingdom. This is not an American Strat Deluxe. This is my old custom shop Strat that I've had for many a moon. I have loaded in it the Fishman Fluence single width pickups that I actually helped voice, the Strat pickups. Can you dig it? And I wanted to play it with the fuzz so that you know that they do sound good with fuzz. Fuzzes? They don't sound good with, what's plural of fuzz? Fuzzes. Fuzz-eye. Hurrah! Huzzah! Fuzz-eye. I want to share this one more place. And Koch Marshall Trio in the house, but only 2/3 of the trio. But I'm sharing it on the website anyway. Not website. Facebook page. Folks, how's it going there? Did you have a good weekend? Gonna travel at the speed of a reborn man. Got a lot of love to give from the mirrors in my hand. Got a message of love, babe. Don't you run away. Look at your heart, baby. Come on, face the truth today. Well, I am what I am, thank God. Some people just don't understand. Find yourself first, and then you'll choose. Find yourself first, don't you be no fool. Here comes a woman, dressed up in chain, fooling with that fool, baby. Keeps your life in pain. If you wanna be free, come on along with me. Leave that hard-headed man. He'll never understand. And find yourself first, and then the challenge. Work hard in your mind, then you come alive. Then Yes. Oh, yeah. We thought we played a little Jim there for a minute. Little country Jim Hendrix. Got the fuzz engaged, ladies and gentlemen, for a little extra. guess that settles the argument of, do Fluence pickups sound good with a fuzz? Germanium. Germanium fuzz is at hand. This is an old fuzz I got years ago at Music Messe. It was a German company. Bernd Meyer, I think was his name. BSM. And this was a pedal that I bought over there because I liked the way that the fuzz sounded like it was an explosion of great power. And it's called the Fuzz Bender. Let's see if we can put a little light on the subject here. Let's go. There it is. That's that rascal right there. It's a little blurry though, isn't it? No. You see it? The volume and the amount of fuzz are on the sides. And this little button here goes between, right now I have it on the fuzz face version. So the tone bender. I like this side better. It's got more girth to it. Sweet fuzz. It's so juicy and succulent. And of course, what a lot of people, maybe some people do, other people don't, realize is that what Hendrix used to do back in the day, not all the time, but you can just leave the fuzz on and turn the volume down, and it sounds quite delicious. Just a nice little, got a little fuzz, a little bit, clean with a little bit of hair on it. But first, are you experienced? That's that sound. mercy. Lord have mercy. That's a little song called Rex Charmer, which can use a little fuzz every now and again. Use a little fuzzy activity. Mm-hmm. Yes, these are the Fishman Fluence single width pickups in here. It sounds so doggone good. Mm-hmm. 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 It sounds so diggity doggone good. Yeah, buddy. There's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stays. Lord, there's a red house over yonder. I said that's where my baby stays. Been home to see my baby in about 99 and 1/2 days. Wait a minute, something's wrong. I said the key won't unlock the door. I said the key won't unlock the door. I ain't been home to see my grizzly baby in about 99 and 1/2 days. That's all right, I still got my whistle stick. might as well go back over yonder. Wake back across the hill. I guess I might as well go way back over yonder. Way back across the hill. Said my baby don't love me no more. I know good and well her sister well. Well, a modern interpretive version of the Crimson Domicile by one Slim Jim Hendrix. With the Fuzz engaged with these fishmen flew and single with pickups of doom and destruction. Of doom and destruction. Doom and destruction. String gauge 10 through. Was it 10 through 46? Is that what that is? Anyways, that's what the Fuzz sounds like. Sounds good. All right, folks, people, what you gonna do? Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Use a little amp distortion. she wrecked my new car. Now she's with one of my good time buddies, drinking in some crosstown bar. Well, sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like I've been tired to the whipping post. I've been tired to the whipping post. I've been tired to the bristle post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. My friends tell me that I've been such a fool. I had to spend my ticket for loving you. Got myself in sorrow just to look at what you've done. They're the same, things ain't the same. I cannot run. Well, sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like I've been tired to the whipping post. I've been tired to the bristle post. I've been tired to the bristle post. Lord, I feel like I'm dying. Lord, I feel like I'm dying. You know, when you're tied to the gristle post, you got to be aware. A lot of people don't understand it. I've been tied, Howard, to the gristle post. Mm-hmm. Off a little bit on that volume, and you got the lead channel on. It still gets clean, but still with a little bit of fuzz around the edges. Filth. Filthy fuzz. You are hearing that, excuse me, I got a little sniffly today. The harmonic vibrato is on the amplifier, ladies and gentlemen. Adding a little bit of sweet heat. Sweet bit of that, whatever that sound is that I'm doing. Again, these are the Fishman Fluence single with pickups for the Stratocaster type guitar, and they sound diggity doggone delicious. This axe is my old custom shop Strat that I ordered in 1991-ish, I think. And ash body, big old maple neck. It's a November of '56 big V neck. This is the second neck I've had for it. The first one was more flamey and the truss rod stripped. So I had another neck made by the Fender Custom Shop. This one is just nice hard rock maple, so it's not going anywhere. And transparent sonic blue, but as you can see, as it gets older, the ash wood is kind of a gray wood. And it's been exposed to a lot of noxious substances over the years, playing in various clubs and mutant strongholds all over this great land. And as a result, it's mutated into this kind of greenish thing. And I wanted the mother of toilet seat because sometimes I just want to feel opulent and Perloidian. Perloidian people, come. That grimy fuzz sounds good, right? It's so juicy. And anyways, initially I had, I think I had Texas Special pickups on this guitar initially. But I've tried all kinds of different things over the years. And I have to say my favorite Strat pickups are these Fishman Fluence pickups because not only do they sound superlative, and every position of the damn toggle switch sounds good, but they have two voices. And you don't lose any highs when you turn down the volume. And there's no doggone 60 cycle hum when I turn on the heat. Greg makes it sound like it's been gigging in Saruman's breeding pits. Nicely done, my friend. Nicely done. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings beat there for y'all. This doggone thing. This doggone camera over here. Let's see if we can work. Oh, no. See, it's not working there. Over here a little bit. There we go. See? You can see the up close and personal. So here's in the first voice. Turn off that delay there. Second voice, I push down this. A string out of tune. Doggone you. I was getting my old love on. Oh, love. Oh. good, right? It sounds good. Feels good. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Can the pickup covers be changed? No, I don't think so. They do have different color available. Yeah, the old Love from the Live at the 24 Nights yeah, it's good, right? Good old Eric. He had some songs, am I right? Can you dig it? Yeah, someone's talking about the pick guard I referred to as mother of toilet seat. Yes. All right. Can you dig it? Greg just got my beanie today. It's almost identical to the one you're wearing. I like that kind of talk. You can get the beanies and our records and all kinds of things, T-shirts, so many activities at gregkoch.com. That's where the party happens, if we're honest. But I'm going to switch over to the P90s. Got to give the P90s some love because they're our newest iteration. My relationship with Fishman has been awesome, and these new pickups are coming out. Both in this new Reverend guitar, which is coming out sometime in March. Pickup should be right around that time, aftermarket as well. And that's all there is to it. And it fits perfect. I like to hear it. I like to hear it. All right. Sometimes I just feel like doing some rock. Just to play a little bit of those songs is enough for me sometimes. But yeah, the bridge pickup on this bad boy, just snotty P90 glory. Big and juicy and succulent. A little bit of that Zeppelin for the kids. It's good for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's question time. It's 5 to the hour. This is usually when we break it down for a little talkage. Thank you, Dylan, for rocking with us. Thank you, Dylan, for feeling the rock. Thank you, Dylan, for feeling the rock. Questions out there in movie land. Trade. What is love? What does love got to do with it? Got to do with it? That's what I have to say. Quote old Tina Turner. What has love got to do with it? She was jaded. Patrick, you can only catch the end today. Sometimes that happens. Good to see you. Better late than never, is what I like to say. Can you comment on that saucy page, Telly? Well, that was sent to me by the Wildwood folks, so I'm doing some videos on that this week. So tomorrow I'll be playing that bad boy during my Wildwood live stream. I posted a little fun fuzz, Jimmy Page nod on Instagram and on Facebook using that Telly, and people are curious. Do I have a price yet of these guitars? I do not yet, Graham. I don't know what they're going to be going for. I can't say. What is that guitar model? This is going to be called the Gristlemancer 290 in this particular color. 3 colors initially. This one is in Tosa Turquoise. Can you dig it? With the Fishman Fluence Gristle Tone P90 pickup soundboard, sat neck, Gibson scale, ebony fingerboard, Bigsby. Well, it's hard to say. Bigsby. Hey, Tim Forkus, you savage beast. Tim Forkus, the savage beast. Happy belated birthday. No, I said happy birthday to you, and I'll say it again. Happy birthday to you. Well, the Fender single, he's asking what's the difference between like a Fender single coil and a P90. P90s are a fatter sound, fatter, darker sound. They get a little bit more of that crunch when you add the heat. But the problem is, because they are a single coil, is that when you would turn them up to get all juicy and succulent, they were especially susceptible to 60-cycle hum. There's no escape. Whereas the Fender pickups are maybe not quite as much output-ish, as well as just a glassier type of, I don't want to say thinner sound, because that it's just more of a, a glassy sound. I'm going to say that. Not that P90s can't get glassy, but when you think of the Fender pickups, you think of a brighter tone, and with the P90s, it's a fatter tone. Can you dig it? Does that make sense? When are the Reverend guitars going to be out with the P90s? We are looking at March. But as I like to say, during COVID, release dates are really more of a suggestion. But that's what the current projection is that they will be in stores in March. Will the Little Gristle amplifier be lacquered tweed when it is released? I don't think so. Wait, I think I said no to the lacquer. I don't know. I'm crazy, I guess. Can I do a pick scratch dive bomb? Wow, that's crazy talk. Is it snowing there? No, actually it's not. It had snowed, but it kind of looks like there's snow going on out there. What? No, Dylan likes that poster. It's just that it gets in his way when he gets up. This is kind of a small room for large fellas. And we're always in the process of trying to figure out positioning and so on and so forth. We love that poster. Our buddy Paul Stewart from over in Scotland made that for us and sent this to us, which we love. Black dog gristle for dinner. You never know. I think we're getting some takeout tonight. Some delicious flavors of the Far East. Can you dig it? Can't you hear us knocking? Want a caulk amp? Can't afford them. Well, you know what? The other ones won't be quite as expensive. The other iterations. Do we ever get noise complaints? We do not. As a matter of fact, when we first moved in, our neighbors on this side, they were already fans, bless them, and they said, it could never be loud enough. And the folks over on this side have never complained. And so we're good. I mean, we're not really wailing loud at night or early in the morning. It's just kind of around dinner time, and then we're done. Was that reverse phase position? Yeah, that was that middle position where I got him out of phase. Sounds good, doesn't it? Just so juicy. Can you pump your guitars through the Leslie sometime? One of these days I will do that. Tim, one of these days I will put it through there and hear the glorious sound. The Major Pentatonic is my commanding officer. I like that kind of sound, Todd. It's a benevolent leader, the Major Pentatonic. Is your namer Eckhart Tolle? Yes, he goes, spacious. That's what he says to us. Eckhart Tolle says, could you turn down? Maybe that would be what he would say. Do you like that? That was with the amount of pause that would have been necessary in order to do Eckhart Tolle. So I thought that was pretty good. Are you ready for Mesa Boogie guitars? I did see that Gibson bought the Mesa Boogie. What are you going to do? Crazy world. David asks, I've been watching quite a few Tom Bukovic videos. He's fantastic. Have you ever had a chance to? I have never met him, as a matter of fact. But he's wicked good, delicious. Yeah, you thought the stream stopped. I was just doing a little Eckhart. Dong. Good evening. Right? That's how I like to roll. I'm doing my Eckhart. And then he says spaciousness. I dig it. I like spaciousness. Unfortunately, the Orange Room is not very spacious. So, I mean, physically spacious. Spiritually, perhaps it could be as vast as infinity if you were in the right mindset. Can you dig it? Greg Koch, if I get Skype lessons, will it get me to play like you? Well, you know what? I will show you secret moves. Much like Johnny Lawrence teaches the kids the secret moves. You know what I'm saying? Who's a Cobra Kai fan out there? Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. I didn't think I'd be a victim, but I started watching. I couldn't stop. What a fantastic excursion into a parallel universe. What? The power of now, indeed. Arm no move, yes. Do I still play a B-bender? I saw you do a clinic at White House Music nearly 20 years ago. You know, Bill, I don't use the B-bender as much because it's just the right amount of weight in the wrong place to cause me back irritation. Now, usually I do my little stretches and my back I've never had debilitating, down for the count back thing in 20-some years. Although it gets sore and I need to stretch out and occasionally go see a chiropractor. But I'll tell you what, years ago, I was down for the count for a good week and change when I was at an AM show and I played a bunch of B-bender stuff and my back went. And so I thought, well, I'll just start doing exercises and, strengthen my core. Then I'll be able to deal with Mr. B-bender. And then years later, I took it out and I thought, I'm more healthier now and in a better physical condition. And so I started using the B-bender, and it didn't hurt me at the time, but like 48 hours later, it's like someone just took a little knife in the right part of my back and went, squirtle. I thought, that freaking B-bender is a back annihilator. So I haven't been playing it much. Questions out there. Saw you play on Saturday. Absolutely amazing. Great time. Thank you. That was fun. We did a live stream this past Saturday. For those of you who didn't catch it, you can still see it on my YouTube page. If you don't belong to my YouTube page, please subscribe. We'll be there, rocking. Are you going to play the grandpa guitar next stream? Which one is that? The grandpa guitar. I'm not a grandpa yet. I'm proud to say. All the OD and distortion are Koch only. Well, early on in this feed, I was doing fuzz, so I did have a fuzz going. But all the stuff in the second half, all of the stuff with this guitar has been overdrive from the amp, yes. Steve Karras says, who do I have to sleep with to get an all black pickguard and pickup covers Gristlemaster 290? Oh, Steve, that's going to be a little bit. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm sure we'll get it in at some point. It'll be a special run at some point where there'll be an all black Gristlemaster. The spine bender, that's exactly correct. Metal Poppins. An English bank is run with precision. A British household should function much the same. My slipper, sherry, and piper do at 6:02. Contented is the life I lead. Right? I think that's it. Just a spoonful of gristle helps the medicine go down. Sorry, picked the wrong key. Sorry, a little scream there. I got some fuzz going as well, but I believe mine is caused by lunch. I hear that, Todd. Sometimes it happens. Chim chimney, chim chim, chim chim cheree. Greg, can you tell us which amp is based on your signature amp? Well, quite frankly, I liked the format of what Dolph Koch likes to work with. So I took a Twin Tone 3 dual channel amplifier that they had, and I just made some tweaks to it. And I wanted but that's the overdrive sound we were going through. We put the OTS on there to add a little bit more savagery. And then, of course, the harmonic vibrato and the different reverb. But we went with 210s because I like Vibroluxes and I like the sound of 210s. There you go. I see you out there. Don't forget to drink water. That's important. It is important to drink the water. What's for dinner tonight? We're having some delicious Chinese food, as a matter of fact. We're going to a place called China East. I like to call it China Feast. And feast we shall. Is the Greg amp his Marshall voice? Well, it does a great, one of my favorite things is the clean tone. bit of give to it, but it doesn't get all spiky or flabby in the low end. Right? Big and juicy. Suck on it. EL34s, that is correct. We're getting takeout tonight. Wow. Played a 57 Fender Tweed Deluxe the other day. Those are delicious sounding as well. Which guitars will you gig with when possible? Well, I usually, I would take, last time I was going out in, was it March and February of last year, I took with me 2 Gristle Masters, a Les Paul, my 53 Tele, and a Reverend baritone Eastsider. And so I think we'll see what happens. Is Wildwood no longer stocking? No, they've got more coming in. The problem has been getting them in quantity, but they will have more. I think they have some as we speak. So you can call Wildwood and say, bros, hey bros, brosifs, proletariat, whatever you want to call them. Maybe just say, hello, my name is Lance McCorkindale and I would like to buy an amplifier. And they'll say, greetings, friend. Let's see what we can do for you. And go from there. When can we order the little Gristle? That remains to be seen. I'm hoping that that's going to be sometime in the spring here, but I will find out. Bruce Beard, he's a man to be feared. He's a great man. Wildwood Guitars, this is Bruce. Bruce Beard, Bruce Beard. He's a savage beast who should be feared. Song called Bruce Beard. Yeah, your Radio Free Gristle, Just the Jams is on the way. Yes, it is, my friend. It's coming. It is coming. The new repackaging of an old CD of mine that I got the rights back to. I think we talked about it last time, Radio Free Gristle. Just the tunes I've reissued, because initially it was a long recording with a bunch of voiceovers in between, and I decided to just give the music the shout out this time. So I finally got the rights back for my records. I was able to put it out and print some up. So you can go to my website and get a little Radio Free Gristle. We'll send it right to you. There's signed copies with posters, old posters that the record company had printed out back at the time of the original release, back in 2003 already, ladies and gentlemen. That's a hell of a long time ago. 2003, Lord have mercy. Time flies, but then it doesn't. Am I right or am I right? I think I'm getting my money's worth. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping. Ever play Black Star amps? You know, I don't think I've ever played one like Gig Battle Volume. Yes, Todd, I did. I did bust it during the recording process. It was so hard. I mean, the recording process. What is the latest recording you have available and best way to purchase? Well, the latest, the absolute latest one was the acoustic Gristle Soup under just my name. But the one from the Koch Marshall Trio was the one right before that. And that's called Toby Arrives. All the stuff's available from my website. Both of those are available on wherever digital music is consumed. Of course, if you buy it from my website, I get a little extra taste of the action. Ooh. But we have a Koch Marshall Trio record coming out in March. We're going to get that going. And that's all there is to it. Do I believe in love on other planets? Well, I think you meant life. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go out on a limb, even though it's probably not that much of a limb. say, I believe there is life on other planets. And I think they all, and some planets, they look like Cookie Monster. And they talk in a growly voice, and they eat cookies all day long. And that's where I want to go. I want to communicate with those aliens. Nom, 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 nom. Fantastic. Let's go. Saddle up. That's where Space Force is going to go. That's where they're going to wage their first interstellar communications with Cookie Monster Planet. It's good times, as far as I'm concerned. What? Can I be the Brian Epstein of the Koch Marshall Tree? Lawton Charles! Take us to the heights, Lawton Charles. What are the Telecasters on other planets? They're toothpicks to some. Right? Getting rid of plaque. Getting rid of those Klingons in the mouth. What? Karina Body on this. That is correct. Was watching some of the videos of the James Gang from a few years ago. How many of those tunes with Joe do you have in your quiver? Oh, there's a few of them. And of course, there's... Right? Oh, they're all good jams for the kids. A deer, back, dick, dick, deer, deer, a deer, dick, 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 deer. Thoughts on AC-15s and AC-30s? I love them. I had an AC-30 for a while. The only thing I noticed with an AC-30, ladies and gentlemen, is I used to just crank it and then use the volume control on the amp. And with the EL-84s, they seem to hit a ceiling. When they warm up and they get hotter, they hit a ceiling and you can't dynamically push them over that ceiling. Whereas a Fender amp, you turn it up and you always can have it at one point like hit a pedal and always get that bump. But sometimes when you have a AC30 all the way heated up, you're not going to get the bump. It's just roaring at that, what it is. It compresses, and it's a glorious sound. But I need to feel that. I need to feel that scaboidal. I need to feel the scaboidal, ladies and gentlemen. These are just my own observations. I could turn the amp down and then still enjoy the pedal when I hit it, but just my thoughts, just my views, just my thoughts. How do you reduce volume in the PM, or do you just abstain? I just turn it down a bit. I mean, this amp, one of the great things about this amp is it sounds fantastic at low volume. You can just put it a little bit so it's just audible, and clean sound sounds good. Overdrive sounds good. But every now and again, I'll rock in the evening, depending on. But when we do our live streams with the band, it's from 5 until 6 in the afternoon, late afternoon. So we're usually 5 until like 7, but then we're done. So we're not usually causing any trouble for the neighbors or for the rest of the humanoids here in Koch residence, who sometimes take a dim view of loud music. Believe it or not, they sometimes say, you know what, we've had it. We've had it with your skashkadalicoidal and your boidle. Is that guitar made in Indonesia? No, it is not. It is made in South Korea. South Korea. Does the Koch amp come with built-in attenuation? Well, there's just a high power and low power switch on it. That's the only attenuation that's on board. But there is a master volume on the top, and there's a master volume for each channel, so you can really dial things in quite a bit so that you have this nice cascading bumpage and sweet volume and heat when you need it, when you need to unleash the sword from the scabbard and engage in great battle. Can you dig it? South Korea is the drinking capital of the world. Apparently you haven't been to Wisconsin. What? Karina, that is correct. It is filled with Karina. Ohio State or Alabama tonight. You know, I wish I could say I was even remotely dialed into sports at this particular point in time, but I've been absolutely oblivious. Even my own Green Bay Packers, who I have watched religiously from a child, from the age of, I can't remember when. I have not watched one Packer game all year long. Just can't find the time, believe it or not, during COVID. I got a bunch of different stuff going on. And to sit down at television, I got a bunch of other people in this house, and they don't want to watch football. No, sir. So, but oblivious to it. And you know what? It's okay, because usually I end up just swearing at the television. It's amazing how little I know about football, but when I'm watching it, all of a sudden I'm an expert, and I'm telling various different people on the field exactly what I think of their performances, and usually in colorful terms. It's the oddest thing. So for my sanity, I just stay away. Can you dig it? All right, folks, listen, I'm going to roll. Oh, my God, it's 24 after. It's been fun hanging with you, obviously, because we've gone a little over today. Have a pleasant remainder of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow, if you are so inclined, 3 p.m. Central Time. I'll be back by my lonesome doing some stuff for Wildwood. I've got a Jimmy Page Telecaster and a Fender Ultra Strat, I believe, that I'll be giving some loving to. All my loving. All right, cats, we'll see you later.